If I want to calculate the mean of data, I simply add up the values and I divide it by how many there are. So the mean is equal to, we can write the sum of the values divided by the number of values. And you could write this or word this in a few different ways. So this is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. And I divide it by how many numbers I've got. Well, I've got 4. So this is going to give me 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 5 is 14 over 4. Which at this point I can either just put it in my calculator or I can simplify using fractions. So if I halve it, it's going to give me 7 over 2, which is equal to 3.5. So my mean is 3.5, which is right in the middle. So in this case, the mean actually makes sense because it's right in the middle of 3 and 4. So if we've got ordered numerical data with no skips, the mean is actually a good value. An example of where the mean can be misleading is shown here. The process is exactly the same. I sum up my values, so I'm going to have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 8, and I divide it by how many I've got, which is 4. So this is going to give me 10, 12, 14 over 4, which if I simplify again is 7 over 2, which is going to give me 3.5 again as my mean. However, now it's telling me that my mean is 3.5. Say this was a test, for example, and you're saying the average student got 3.5 as their grade. Well, you would look at the data and say, well, for a start, no one got 3.5, and 3 people got 2, and 1 person got 8. And you're telling me that the average is actually 3.5? So that's an example of where it can be very misleading. Statistically, it works, and this is the correct mean, but in terms of making a claim from it, it can be very misleading, because this number is what we would call an outlier. It's a one-off number that's a lot higher than any other value, and it adjusts the mean towards it. So sometimes in data, if you get a one-off piece like this, that's a lot higher than everything else, you might exclude it, and then if we took the mean of this, we would get 2 exactly. But this number affects it. So sometimes in the media, they will make claims like this, say, oh, you know, the average income is this, whereas 3 people out of 4, 75%, are not making that much money, and only 1 person is actually making a lot more than that. So it's not really true in either case.